Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is the 17th of April 2025. This is it. We're going on the big journey to South America. We will be going to Bolivia and Peru. This is actually my first time to South America, so I'm very excited to explore that area. Slightly concerned about the altitude sickness, but we'll see how that goes once we get there. What we're going to do now, we're going to be going to London Paddington. Got a train booked to Bristol Temple Meads. From there we're going to go to the airport. We managed to find a couple of cheap flights to Madrid. From London they would have been probably double the price, so we decided to do it that way. We're going to be spending one night in Madrid. Never been there, so first time. It's a good opportunity to visit Madrid as well. And then tomorrow night we've got a flight to Santa Cruz in Bolivia, and then another flight to La Paz. So yeah, really looking forward. Been waiting for this quite a long time. So we're going to be boarding our flight to Santa Cruz. We spent one day here in Madrid. It's quite nice to have a look around. Never been to Madrid before. I've been to Spain. Yeah, I definitely will come back one day to spend more time visiting some areas that I haven't been before. Hello everyone, we finally made it. We're in La Paz. We're just going to be doing a little bit of exploration around the area where our hotel is. That is the hotel. I will show you later in my room and I will tell you the price. It's right in the center, very good, convenient location. Currently 3,650 meters elevation. I think when we go up to El Alto with the cable car, that's going to be above 4,000. Currently at Mirador Kilikili. You can see the view of all the city from here. It's just incredible. Quite a bit of a steep walk, so make sure you're acclimatized with the altitude before you do it. And this is the other side. So many people were asking about safety. I think it's pretty safe. I've noticed there's quite a lot of police around, especially in the center areas. I'm not sure the El Alto zone how it is, or any other area, but the center looks pretty safe to me.
girasol, que no
porque yo trabajé con ellas, porque yo...
Stazione centrale. This must be the old railway station. The old ticket office.
Ale zobacz, czy dobrze, bo... Nie, bo ten... O, tak jak teraz jest.
Now we're gonna get the teleferica, which is like a little cable car. I'll let you know how much it is. This is the ticket, 3 bolivianos, very cheap.
Costul ce mi dă eu și în râcul.
This is La Paz Cemetery. Look at that, they leave biscuits, little bottles of alcohol for the dead. That's incredible. This one has got a bottle of Coca-Cola.
but not anymore. No, so you can see that we have a lot of soccer fields in different neighborhoods.
Pero este o.
See, we're at 4,095 meters. I must admit, quite surprised. I haven't felt much altitude sickness apart from a bit of headache, but usually I get that after 36 hours of travel. So yeah, this is the viewpoint, one of the main ones. We are in the area of El Alto, one of the most rough areas of La Paz. Look at that view down there. So I'm gonna see what I can film from here. I think I might have to go down here actually. So when usually people come in Bolivia, they never come into this place here. It looks a bit like the favelas of Brazil. There we go. It does say Benvenidos. That usually is a good sign. Hopefully we won't get robbed or attacked. Mapa Chaluma. Wow, so colorful.
Une femme de là-bas, tu vois. Genre, tu l'as.
Ah, okay. Okay, okay. Gracias. Gracias.
Hermano, como no.
Good morning everyone. We are still in La Paz. Yesterday we landed from Madrid early in the morning in Santa Cruz, and then we got another flight in here into La Paz. We got to our hotel about 7 a.m, so we didn't go to sleep. We just done a bit of a visit, which ended up us staying around until 6 p.m. So we were absolutely shattered yesterday. So we've had a bit of a sleep, a bit of a rest, and as you can see today, still cloudy, but at least it's not raining. So what we're going to do today, we're going to have a last visit here in La Paz. We're going to go and visit this church here. As you can see, it's very beautiful. And then tonight we've got a bus all the way to Uyuni. It's a night bus which leaves about 9:30 this evening. So we will be sleeping on the bus. I will be filming some of that to show you the journey. So please join me for one day in La Paz. Look at all those wires. Looks a bit like Thailand. Right, the only downside of visiting La Paz is that most of the roads, they go down and then they go up. So you will be doing a bit of a workout when you come here. I definitely feel much better than yesterday. I think I'm acclimatized with the high altitude. I think I've noticed, I don't know what it is, but there's a very strong smell of car exhaust, almost like a petrol smell. I don't know if it's because they use quite old vehicles here to travel around, or is the high altitude that keeps the gases down. I'm not sure what it is, but when you walk around the streets of La Paz, you will feel it in your throat. Wow, that's a beautiful mural. So I really like of La Paz, this artwork, it's incredible. You'll also find on the streets of La Paz, there's loads of stray dogs walking around, but they're not aggressive. I mean, yesterday when we done the walk up to El Alto, we walked all the way down, we came across quite a few of them. They're pretty harmless, they don't bother you if anyone's scared of dogs. So now we're walking towards one of the most beautiful streets here in La Paz. Here we are in Calle Jaén. Is the most colonial street in La Paz. As you can see, there's some wonderful colors here. You can see the Spanish colonial influence around these roads. Quite surprised how quiet it is. Mind you, it's 8:30 in the morning, Sunday, Easter Sunday. Museo Rosita Rios. Wow, look at that. We walk into the Teleférica. Our final destination will be Valles de las Animas. I think we need to get a couple of teleféricas, which is like cable cars. and then we might have to get an Uber part of the way. We'll see. These dogs just do their own thing. I think I made friends with one of them. Been following me around. These are Bolivian fireworks. So now we're gonna go and get Liga Celeste. We are at Chuquilla Marca. Gracias. I think La Paz has got the best transport system in the world, in my opinion. This teleférica system is incredible. It takes you everywhere. Now we're gonna get the Linea Verde. There we go. After half an hour from La Paz Centre, we got the end of the green line. Salida. Here we are, Valle des Lánimas. I wonder why it's called like this. Anyway, from the end of the green line of the teleférica, we had to get an Uber. That was about 38 Bolivianos, which was about, I'm just guessing $4, $4 or $5. It wasn't a lot. The road was terrible to get here. I felt sorry for the driver. Cannot see anyone else around, so this area is obviously not that touristy. That is beautiful. Some of these rock formations, they almost remind me of Cappadocia in Turkey. But there was more people around. Here, there is nobody. I think we're still at high altitude, because once you start walking a bit, you almost look as if your heart is gonna pop up of your chest. So the look on Google, apparently we are 3,800 meters high. Wow. As I said, these altitudes are incredible. The maximum that I've been, it was probably on the Gornengrat in Switzerland, when we got the train up from Zermatt. I think that was 3,000 meters, but we only stayed there like for, was probably half an hour. I mean, we've been living for a couple of, well, nearly a couple of days in La Paz at these high altitudes. Yeah. Anyway, if you do decide to do this hike, make sure you've got loads of water, because there's no shops, there's nothing around here. I thought this was going to be like one of those places where you have to pay an entrance fee, but it's all abandoned. Just come in, explore, do whatever you want, but as I said, you're alone in the wild. But you get to see this incredible, spectacular landscape.
che tagliamo su questo non ricostruire queste le promesse i grandi non si può dire conosci la cosa? Lindo, grande e io mi vedo sul passaggio nell'altra non è che lo puoi adesso si può si mette per dire.
So we're finally back at the railway station. As you can see, we've done all the lines: linea roja, linea amarilla, linea verde, linea bianca, linea azzurra, linea celeste, morada e plateada. So we've seen pretty much all of La Paz. Time for a coffee and something to eat. So this was our hotel for one night, right in the center. Just there is the witch market. Very good area, very safe. Highly recommended. For one night at this hotel, including breakfast, was £25. That was for 2 people, so a real bargain. As I said, it's very good hotel. Highly recommended in my opinion.